Imagine a world where the United States finds itself vulnerable because it's overly dependent on foreign sources for the materials and technologies that keep our country safe and strong. That's the alarming reality JPMorgan Chase is boldly addressing with a massive new investment plan. But here's where it gets really intriguing. How does a major bank step into the role of a national guardian, and what controversies might arise from blurring the lines between finance and security? Let's dive into the details and unpack this story together, making sense of the big moves that could reshape America's future. In a significant announcement on Monday, JPMorgan Chase revealed its commitment to a 10-year strategy aimed at funding and even directly investing in businesses deemed vital to U.S. national interests. As the largest bank in America by assets and a powerhouse on Wall Street, the company is taking this opportunity to align its efforts more closely with the country's strategic needs, especially amid rising tensions with global rivals like China. The core of this initiative is a direct investment of up to $10 billion into 4 key sectors that are absolutely essential for maintaining our national security. First, there's the defense and aerospace industry, which includes everything from advanced aircraft to missile systems that protect our skies and borders. Second, the bank is focusing on frontier technologies. Think cutting-edge fields like artificial intelligence, AI, which is basically computer systems designed to mimic human thinking for tasks like data analysis or automation, and quantum computing, a revolutionary approach to processing information at speeds far beyond today's computers, potentially solving complex problems in seconds. Third, they're targeting energy technologies, including batteries that store power for everything from electric vehicles to renewable energy grids. And fourth, the emphasis is on supply chain and advanced manufacturing, which ensures we can produce and distribute critical goods domestically, rather than relying on overseas factories. This $10 billion commitment is just one piece of a larger effort called the Security and Resiliency Initiative. Through this program, JPMorgan plans to finance or help facilitate a staggering $1.5 trillion in funding for these crucial companies. That's a 50% increase over their previous plan. To put that in perspective, it's like boosting the support for national security startups and manufacturers from a strong push to a full-on sprint, ensuring they have the resources to innovate and grow without interruption. Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JPMorgan Chase Co., highlighted the urgency in a statement, explaining that it's become painfully obvious how the U.S. has let itself become too dependent on unreliable foreign suppliers for critical minerals, products, and manufacturing processes. These aren't just nice-to-haves, they're the backbone of our security, from the rare earth elements in our electronics to the materials in life-saving medicines. Dimon pointed out that our reliance on shaky sources abroad leaves us exposed, and this initiative is a proactive way to build a more self-sufficient America. And this is the part most people miss. JPMorgan wasn't starting from scratch. As a major lender and investor, the bank has already been providing funds and loans to companies in these areas. But now, they're consolidating and ramping up these activities under a unified national security banner, especially as geopolitical tensions heat up. Just last Friday, stock markets took a nosedive following President Donald Trump's announcement of fresh tariffs on Chinese imports. This came in response to China imposing stricter export controls on rare earth minerals, which are indispensable for high-tech gadgets, renewable energy systems, and defense equipment. For beginners wondering why this matters, think of rare earths as the hidden ingredients in your smartphone or electric car. Without them, innovation grinds to a halt, and countries without access can fall behind. But here's where it gets controversial. Is it right for a private bank like JPMorgan to wield such influence over national security investments? Critics might argue that this blurs the line between corporate profit-making and government-like policy-making, potentially prioritizing shareholder returns over true public good. And what about those tariffs? Are they the best way to counter China's moves? Or do they risk sparking a trade war that hurts everyday consumers? Dimon himself calls for removing barriers that hinder progress, such as overly burdensome regulations that slow down approvals, bureaucratic red tape that causes delays, and partisan political standoffs that prevent decisive action. He believes our nation's security rests on a robust economy, And this initiative aims to secure things like steady access to essential medicines, vital minerals, robust defense capabilities, energy infrastructures that can handle the growing demands of AI technologies, and advancements in areas like semiconductors, the tiny chips powering our computers, and data centers, the massive facilities storing and processing global information. This story is still unfolding, so keep an eye out for more updates as details emerge. In the meantime, what do you think? Should a financial giant like JPMorgan Chase take the lead in safeguarding national security? Or does this raise red flags about corporate overreach? Do you agree that tariffs are the answer to trade tensions? Or is there a better path forward? Share your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and spark a discussion.